Do you not think like definitely like all of these world leaders are actually getting money from these wars?
Yep.
Because my thing is surely like if these guys, these world leaders really, really, really wanted to stop this, they'll stop it.
Oh,
So
100%.
my simple question is just always like, why why do we still have these wars and these things, these like like these horrific things still going in our countries and our countries, you get me? Why? What do you think?
There's a famous saying by Baron de Rothschild: "When there's blood on the street, buy property." War is a machine. War is a mega earning machine. Now, I have Ukrainian friends, but if you look at how much tax money has been laundered through Ukraine, it is unbelievable, right? These companies, let's say Gaddafi, right? You're of African descent, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there were horrific things. He was a dictator, but why was the reason he was taken out? I feel like I'm going to get you cancelled by saying this.
No,
But
no,
a united African currency. Now,
Of
the
course.
strongest currency is the dollar, simply because the oil trades on it. Could they have that?
No, he
Right.
wanted, and this is what I say. Like this is what I say. But also, what surprises me, we live in the information age, guys. Right? Yeah. Do you remember back in the days? Obviously, we never had all of this information, so we used to get manipulated easier because we used to only listen to the news. But now we've got a lot of people educating us and whatever. Another question is, how come still the world or the people still somehow allow these people to get away with, again, these kind of things? You get what I'm trying to say? I thought there was more woke people than ever. Like, in terms of like people uniting, like, are people scared? Are people scared to come together and kind of like challenge some of these like leaders who start these? You get what I'm trying to say? 'Cause
90%
sometimes
of
I
the
think
world
to
is
myself, like,
stupid. That's your answer.
yeah, people.
We're going to vote
I
reform
believe you.
in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Watch it happen. I'll bet right now. They voted Trump in again. Again. Out of 330 million people, they voted Trump in. They deserve Trump now.
It's
The only thing is Trump impacts the world.
Yeah.
So, like, people have the memories of goldfish, man. Remember when the Tories put up the bills in the pandemic, all the corruption? It was blatant corruption. They didn't even bother hiding it, right? There was this joke. I accidentally added Matt Hancock on Facebook. I got an NHS contract, right? Right, but rest her soul, or whatever. I don't know her personally.
Yeah.
But when the Queen died, people stood 24 hours for a bloody empty coffin. Right? Had we done that when there were rising bills, had we done that when the Tories were corrupt, can you imagine 100,000 people showing up outside House of Parliament? They'd shit themselves.
Absolutely. I just always question them. So a lot of these.
I'm not an anarchist, by the way, for the record.
A lot of, so basically, like, because I believe that as well. A lot of these brainwashed people, yeah, there's a big bunch of a lot of these brainwashed people who like make up like the majority of the numbers. Hence why a lot of this shit goes on. Because if there was more woke people, more people who wouldn't stand for this bullshit, people basically like what I'm saying, people would ride out in it. More people would be marching in it. Like, I have to say, you know what? This is gonna sound a bit crazy, but I have to say, I always have to give a round of applause to the government and all of these people that brainwash these people, because clearly they've done a very good job on, like, brainwashing a vast majority of these people. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Do you vote?
Yes, I would. I voted for Green. And sadly, Reform got, 13, 14 seats, and Green got 3.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Because,
Well, no, we Labour were going to be die Tories. We
Yeah.
knew this was going to happen, but we didn't vote Labour for the love of Labour. We voted Labour because we were sick and tired of the Tories. After, 15, 16 years, we got them out. And what has Labour done? One thing that Labour's done to make our lives nicer. Nothing.
fuck all.
So, I wouldn't say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but the government always works in lobbying factors.
And it's there over
Like,
the years.
good TV show, House of Cards, Frank Underwood, what's his name,
Amazing
Kevin
show.
Spacey.
Amazing.
I'm not going to say it's as exaggerated and dramatized as that, but it happens. Like, politicians might as well, like, I'm wearing this shirt, right, with a logo. Politicians might as well wear badges like Enron, we take your money and run, or NASCAR, or Big Oil, or Big Pharma, because that's who's putting them in power.
It's actually true. It's true. And swiftly, just like slightly moving off.
Sorry.
politics.
But my stance on politics, dude,
Yeah.
it's only going to get messier. The only thing we can do is take care of each other as a community.
Yeah.
I do a lot of charity work as well. Charity is a big money-making way as well. However, if we can improve the lives of others in some way or form, why should we not? Because the government's not going to do anything for us. We have to do it for our people. And our people being the citizens of the United Kingdom, the people of the world.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I just sit down and I think to myself, Jesus Christ, man. Once again, people these days, they just seem. Do you think people are more brainwashed than selfish, or you think people are just more people are just selfish saying, you know what, I don't wanna get into that. As long as my thing is cool, whatever. Let me just do whatever I'm doing. Do you feel like
I wouldn't call them selfish. I wouldn't call them
older you get-
brainwashed either.
Yeah.
I'd say people are ignorant, right? And ignorance is actually bliss. The older I go on, the more people who are in their bubbles, they live a monotonous life. They'll save a bit of money every year. Every 3-4 months, they'll go for a weekend city breakaway, and they'll die. You know, what have they done to make the world a better place?
Nothing.
And
literally.
you know what? Before I used to judge them. Now I'm actually jealous of them.
Why are you jealous of them?
Because, you know, like the more you learn, the more you read things, the more you question things, right?
Yeah.
You know, whether it's religion, you're prescribed to a religion. Unless you have blind faith in something, religion is, you know, whatever you're taught as a young child.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was confused. You know, my dad, you know, Muslims are kind stern. You can't go in the church, don't go in the synagogue. You know, I read the Torah, I read the Bhagavad Gita, I read the Testament, I even read the Book of Mormon. And my father always encouraged me to go out and explore different things to the point where me and him can have a critical thinking discussion about these things. And the more you read, the more confused you are. Not saying I'm questioning my fidelity in Islam,
Yeah.
but when people get to that level of confused, they either become agnostic
Or ignorant.
or ignorant. Not ignorant, the atheist is the polite word to put it.
Oh, atheist, yeah. No, I hear you though.